Is HOA Living Right for you? Don't answer just yet. I'm going to dig into HOAs further in today's video. Let's go. Hey, it's Bill Warrell, your Bradenton, Sarasota Realtor, and I'm working really hard to build up this page. So please, if you like what you see, like and subscribe to this channel to be notified of more videos about real estate and living the Florida dream. Okay, so before going any deeper into this, there needs to be some full disclosure. I currently serve as the president of the board for my neighborhood HOA. Maybe that gives me a leg up here, or maybe that makes you dislike me even more. Time will tell. There's lots to cover with this, and none of it flows really well, but I'll try and work my way through it. Based on my research, homeowners associations began in the early 1900s, but didn't really become popular until the 1960s. From a high level, they were formed for the purpose of marketing and selling homes in residential subdivisions. Reason being, if all the homes looked the same and were maintained the same, then they were easier to sell to new home buyers. And on the flip side, homes in a community that were required to adhere to certain standards also saw better resale values. That brings me to the first aspect we should cover: rules. When a home buyer purchases a home in an HOA community, they're required to become a member of the Homeowners Association. As a member of the association, they are agreeing to obey the governing documents referred to as the covenants, conditions, and restrictions. These documents are filed with the local government and are legally enforceable. Now, if you cringed when I said agreeing to obey, you're not the first one. That's not a term a lot of people enjoy hearing. They especially don't want to hear it after they've spent so much money on a home that is most likely the single largest investment they'll ever make. The covenants, conditions, and restrictions, also known as the CCRs, no, not that CCR, usually contain a healthy list of what homeowners can do and can't do with their property. While many of the rules make sense, some are just imposing and can really limit what you can do with your home. It's important to read the CCRs because there is not much consistency in them between communities. What goes for one might not go for another. I've seen some where you can't park an RV in the driveway, you can't park a boat out front, you must have a particular kind of grass, you can't have black mulch, only brown, and the list goes on. When you purchase a home in an HOA community, there's a certain form that you sign which details the costs of the HOA and that you've read and received the CCRs. Your realtor should cover that with you. As I mentioned, the CCRs are legally enforceable, so they're not suggestions. In most cases, the HOA has the ability to file a lien against your home for non-compliance of those CCRs. While negative rules are often talked about, positive rules rarely get much attention. Ensuring that your neighbors' homes are properly kept up, the lawn mowed, and the overall aesthetic is kept up really helps the community look nice and welcoming. Next, fees. HOA dues can range from a few dollars per month to a couple of $100s a month. The dues can vary greatly due to many factors, including how much common property is owned and maintained by the HOA, management costs, and the amenities offered. For those dues, the community may offer no amenities or lots of amenities. You may only have annual dues of $100 and have access to a swing set, or you could have annual dues of $5,000 but have a pool, tennis courts, gym, clubhouse, or other amenities. And while I wouldn't consider it a pro or a con, measuring the costs versus rules versus amenities can be a challenge when deciding to purchase a home in an HOA community. Perfect segue. A quick comment about amenities. This one is easy. Are you okay with sharing amenities with your neighbors? I can't answer that for you. And now lastly, oversight. A homeowners association is an incorporated nonprofit and falls under the oversight of state law. Some states have a very narrow state law, but Florida's is rather extensive. Florida Statute 720 details the provisions and parameters around how a homeowners association may operate. Usually, a homeowners association board is made up of volunteers in the community. These volunteers can range from young to old, working to retired homeowners in the neighborhood. Again, I've seen a large range here from do-nothing volunteers to those whose life revolves around rules and regulations. In the end, here's where I land when it comes to HOAs. They're not bad, but they're definitely not for everyone. If you're the type to say, no one can tell me what I can and can't do on my property, then I would feel comfortable saying that HOA living is probably not right for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. They serve a positive purpose. Research shows that homes located in an HOA usually demand a higher price because all the surrounding properties are kept to a similar standard. And don't forget, I'm always here for questions. Please reach out if I can help.